Hey guys, it's Jen Beck. How are you? I wanted to just chat for a few minutes. I had a question come in the other day about how do you recover after you've been on antibiotics? And I know that as we're looking at this season of viruses and things like that, we may not be doing as many antibiotics, but I know there's people that are still out there, getting ear infections, getting sinus infections, getting pneumonia and things like that, bacterial pneumonia, that are taking antibiotics. And so first I would say that if you need an antibiotic, take it. But if you can be able to protect your body and do things more naturally so you don't destroy your immune system, that would be ideal. Because when we take antibiotics, we kill not only the bad bacteria, but we kill all the good bacteria as well. So it's really important that while you're doing an antibiotic schedule or regimen, you want to make sure you're incorporating probiotics in there with it, but not at the same time, right? So take your antibiotics. If you're doing morning and evening, take the probiotic middle of the day, okay? There's a couple that I really like. Just Thrive and Megaspore are both spore probiotics. And then I also like Probiotics from Singular. It's a powder, so you pour it in your mouth. It balances your oral bacteria as well as your gut bacteria. That's actually my preferred favorite, but the other two are awesome as well. You want to make sure you're getting something that works with your gut and really helps to support it, because our immune system starts in our gut. So probiotics are key while you're going through it, and then doing an increased dose once you're done with your antibiotics. So you can eat a lot of probiotic-rich foods, things like kefir, milk, and yogurt. If you tolerate dairy, great. If not, there is coconut yogurt. There is oat yogurt. I personally really like the almond yogurt. The Kite Hill has 0 grams of sugar if you get the plain, and even their sweetened has less sugar in it than a lot of the other mainstream brands. So those are a great way to be able to get that in there. Also look at fermented vegetables. So things like kimchi and sauerkraut, pickled things. Those are also really good for adding in more probiotics as well. Now we also want to make sure that we're eating prebiotics. This is the food for the probiotics. So if you're just dumping a bunch of probiotics in your system, but you're not giving it the food that it needs to thrive and survive, then you're not getting as much benefit as you could. So things like onions and garlic and bananas, even cooked potatoes that are then cooled. Those are another great prebiotic food. Like I said, doing a lot of the fermented veggies are awesome. Kombucha is another drink that you can do. Kombucha and Kavita both have probiotics in them as well. And things like bone broth and gelatin, right? We want to make sure that we're really helping the lining of our gut to be as strong as it possibly can. Now, that being said, I would not recommend doing Jello brand gelatin or doing, just buying chicken broth or beef broth in the store. If you can make your own bone broth, that is ideal. And all you do is take either soup bones from the butcher, ideally grass-fed, Grassland Graze up at the Liberty Farm Market is a great resource for bones, and or like a chicken or a turkey carcass, and then you just put it in the crock pot with, call it 6 quarts of filtered water, and let it run for 12 to 24 hours. That's how you can make your own bone broth. And you can add in a bunch of veggies and herbs and things like that to be able to really flavor it. But that's a great thing to be able to sip on in the middle of the afternoon or before a meal, or in the evening if you're looking for something that will help you to be able to wind down. There's a lot of just real healthy foods is probably one of the most important things, because there's a lot of benefits to bone broth. There's a lot of benefits to kombucha and kefir and kimchi and all of these foods. And if we're only doing that on top of eating a fast food diet, we're still missing the boat, right? So having that solid base of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And for me, I really focus on helping people eat a clean diet and doing it in really simple, strategic ways, right? I mean, you can make an entire sheet pan of roasted veggies and be able to do that a couple times a week. You can do lots of fresh salads that have lots of variety of fruits and vegetables and lots of leafy greens. You can do frozen veggies. Even if you have to, given COVID, and you don't want to go to the store every week or don't want to wait 7 or 10 days for click list opportunity, Go to Costco and buy a big bag of frozen veggies and have those in your freezer. It's still way better than most of the junk that people are eating today because we're on lockdown, right? So instead of stocking your pantry full of canned vegetables, buy frozen. It has way more nutrition to it and way more flavor to it as well, and a lot less sodium. So these are just a few little things that you can be able to do to help your body rebound after going through an antibiotic phase. You can also look at adding in vitamin C and some zinc or colloidal silver. And those are some things that you can be able to do to enhance your immune system even more. But the most important thing is really to always have a solid base of good quality nutrition, fruits and vegetables, nice leafy greens, good sources of clean proteins, ideally pasture raised, lots of veggies, and really focus on the nourishment that you can give your body, because remember, everything that we stick in our mouth becomes a part of us, good, bad, or ugly. So you can be able to have McDonald's, which very little nutrition comes from that, or you can be able to have, a gourmet filet mignon and some broccoli, right? So it's all food, sort of, like, I don't know that McDonald's, well, whatever, that's a different video. But if this is resonating with you, if you're taking something away from this, please put your comments below, share this with somebody that you love, give it a like, give it a love, and let me know that this is resonating for you, because I will tell you, having a healthy immune system, especially in today's time with the COVID virus and all that stuff, like, it's so important now more than ever to take care of ourselves. But don't just focus on your health during this period. Use this as a jumping off point for you to be able to take your health to the next level, to enhance and improve, to start cooking, to start experimenting with different foods. And by all means, if you need support, if you are feeling like you are overwhelmed, you want to do better, you want to do better for your family, you want to cook, you want to eat better, and you just don't know how to take the next best step, give me a call, send me a message. I would love to be able to help you. This is not just my job, but it's my passion. So whatever I can do to support you during this time and ongoing, please don't hesitate to reach out. So thanks so much for tuning in. Take care and stay well.